And Christmas is a season of love, joy, and giving. It serves as a reminder of the importance of kindness, unity, and sharing with those in need. Beyond the festive lights and celebrations, the true essence of Christmas lies in making a difference in the lives of the less privileged and the vulnerable in our society. To ensure that everyone feels the warmth of the season, communities and individuals can take deliberate steps to reach out. Donating essential items like food, clothing, and toys to shelters or orphanages can bring smiles to those who might otherwise go without. Hosting community meals or organizing visits to hospitals and care homes can provide companionship and hope to those who feel isolated this season. Now, to further discuss the essence of Christmas and how to make the less privileged and vulnerable feel the impact of the season, we have here with us the founder of Olive's Singles Network, Olive Emodi. Thank you for joining us. Merry Christmas.
Thank you for having me. Merry Christmas.
It's the season of love and sharing and giving, but we do know that the country, or let's just say the world, has been going through quite a bit of a crisis. Nigeria has a major cost of living crisis. People have been feeling the pinch for months.
Yeah.
How do you reconcile the season of giving with those who don't have much to give?
Thank you very much for that question. I was listening to the news. You were talking about the numbers and people who visit Bethlehem and how that's dwindling. Nigeria is no exception. The inflation rates have been biting, and everyone is trying to make ends meet. And statistics will show that depression levels tend to be at an all-time high during the festive season because of loneliness, people are not with families, and even worse is the fact that people are trying to make ends meet. We've been following the stampede incidences, and that's because a number of people are hungry. People are trying to make ends meet, right? So I do think that it is important that we reach out to people who, we can in some way contribute to making their Christmas better. It could be in terms of giving gifts, it could be giving money. I'm hoping that today people who can afford to share have thought about people within their circle that they can give. It could be money, it could be food, but we're saying that if you have to give food to a number of people, there has to be clear guidelines to ensure that we don't have a stampede and a recurrence of what has occurred in the past 2 weeks. So yes, I think that it's important. For me, I've seen that as an avenue to reach out to a certain, caliber of people, a certain section that people sometimes overlook, and that's the single women.
Oh, hi, girl. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
So I thought that it was important to look out for single women because are you single?
Well, yes.
Okay, so we, the single women, we see that every time on social media. There's this whole pajamas shoot, Merry Christmas from me and mine, and it's absolutely cute and endearing, but there are people who feel some type of way during this season. I'm looking at widows, unmarried women, divorced women. There are people who say it's not just women. My focus for now is women, right? And I just thought, because there was a year, I think it was 4 years ago, and I had gone to see my family, but for some reason that Christmas felt particularly lonely. And I imagined if someone who I similarly I'm not doing badly, and if I could go through these feelings, I imagined what other women were feeling. And I put it out on social media. And the response was overwhelming. Lots of women were like, we want to do this. We want to take pictures too. So it's not just about couples and marriages. It's also an avenue to foster friendship, community, relationship. It's not good for us to do life alone.
I love it.
I do. When are we meeting? When is our next meeting?
Well, we're working something for Q1 2025. We've just done one for 2024, where we reached out to 24 single women. And guess what? A number of the vendors gave their things for free. So we gave them free hair, makeup, photo shoot, food. We had celebrities come and surprise them. Johnny Drew was there to sing for them. It was gifts. We had gifts to give them, and it was the most amazing time. You could see them crying. By the end of the day, there were women crying, and this happens every year.
Look at them in their pajamas.
Yes.
I feel slightly offended.
So cute. I want to take a picture in matching pajamas with you guys.
Offended that you overlooked us.
I'm sorry. This will happen next year.
We just met, so
next
next year.
Yeah, but you sensed that we were in your shoes.
It won't happen again. I won't overlook you.
But I love how we took a pivot there because we were talking about the underprivileged. But there are different degrees of privilege out there, and I see what you mean with the singles. It's not like we are we have a disease or something.
No,
it's
of
just,
course not.
It's just that, these kinds of celebrations are very family oriented. And if your immediate or nuclear family isn't around and you are not part of a married family, it can be. But what other things does your organization do around Christmas? You were talking about gifting items for charity, et cetera. Can you speak more about that?
So thank you very much for that. We also look forward to being able to reach out. So oftentimes what we've done is, raise funds for people who are in need. And that's something we're looking to explore further in the year 2025, to have more people, I don't want to say women, more people who are in need, having their needs being met, to also create a system and structure for mentorship, because sometimes we find that it's easier for you to walk a certain path when someone else who's walked the path is able to guide you and say, this is what I did and this is how I've been able to do that. I've been a product of mentorship. In some cases directly, some cases indirectly. So that's part of what we're looking to do, to ensure that we create an avenue for more people to have mentorship, more people to be able to, share with what they have. But what we have so far, or what we've done so far, is ensuring that we've given gifts to people, and we're looking to do some more, even before the year ends, actually. We're going to give out some monetary gifts as well.
Cynthia wants one. Cynthia was I knew exactly what was going through your mind.
I gave her a sign like, yeah, she just threw herself under the bus. We better get our gifts before the end of the year, but what you're doing is fantastic.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate the fact that you're focusing on a relatively overlooked niche. But in terms of collaborations, what would you like to see?
Yes, I would like to see more people saying to us that, we believe in what you're doing and we want to be a part of it, in terms of giving of their goods, their services. Even though we get a lot of things for free, it costs a lot of money, and so far everything comes from my pocket. Maybe in one or two situations where friends will say, oh, take this little cash here and there. These things cost money. The goal is to be able to, and it's important because a number of people need to come to a level of self-awareness where they realize that it's okay to desire marriage in this case, but if it hasn't happened for you, there's more to your life, right? Your life doesn't have to be on pause. So the goal is to ensure that women are inspired to do the things that set their soul on fire. Travel. We had someone come on the show, someone who came to the event, and she's been to 79 countries. She's looking to travel the world, and she's single. So we had
Girl, quit traveling.
Exactly. She just really came and inspired us. So the goal is to ensure that people see themselves as they ought to, and they make themselves open to opportunities, to also share opportunities. So I hear of a fellowship, I hear of an opportunity, I share with the community because I know it's something that would impact them, and help them to do better. So, that's sort of what we're looking at in terms of support. I'm hoping that we can go around the world in the next few years and create that experience in different parts of the world.
Because I'm almost sure that there's individuals in other parts of other countries who have the same idea and want to support the single women. Shout outs to the single men as well. I know you're not really working with them, but
we will.
Oh, okay,
in
great.
2025.
But single men aren't really always single. They're single-ish.
Ish, that's the
but
one.
We'll get to that.
But
this is not the program for this discussion.
But in 10 seconds, what do you see in 10 years? Where is this going to be?
I look forward to seeing it become bigger in terms of creating the same experiences for different women around the world, different parts of the country. So maybe we'll lock down the whole of December because it's happening in different parts, and maybe create an avenue where men and women can meet. A number of us are busy. We don't have time. So let's create these platforms where people can meet and get to know each other without the external pressures, that might exist. So that's the goal, taking it around the world, creating systems that inspire women to be the best version of themselves, and creating platforms for young people to meet.
Listen, Olive, this might just go from Olive's single network to Olive's matchmaking international network. Can't wait to see how it all works for you. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence this
Christmas. Merry Christmas once again.
And all the best with your endeavors.
Thank you.